Mary Hart. I'm a landscape architect that worked for the town in 1996, and it was a fun project for me to work on the Rotary Snowplow Park and construction to make it happen. The town of Breckenridge is a historic mining town that has done a great job preserving its historic architecture, especially on Main Street, and guests enjoy seeing the history as they visit Breckenridge in both the summer and the winter. I recall that the idea for the Rotary Snowplow Park started when a railroad enthusiast named Daniel Quiet had acquired a rotary and tender from the White Pass and Yukon Railroad in Skagway, Alaska. When you have a rotary, you don't just put it in your garage, so he needed a place to put it. So he reached out to the town of Breckenridge because the rotary was actually the same model as what was rolling over Boreas Pass historically. The town council asked me to design and build a railroad park, so we installed the track and brought the Luthi cabin from Ridge Street, which is a representation of the depot. And the next stage was to bring the rotary from where it was located in Strasburg, Colorado at Urich Locomotive Works. Nobody teaches you how to relocate a rotary at Penn State Landscape Architecture School. So I researched truckers and crane guys, and we loaded the rotary from Strasburg, Colorado onto a lowboy truck. It drove up I-70 and we unloaded it here at the railroad park. I remember the rotary swinging in the air attached to a link belt crane and then placing it carefully on the tracks here, and then it started rolling away, and the rotary is where it rests from rolling away to where it is today. The next step in the park was acquiring locomotive number 9 from the state with the provision that we built a protective cover for it. So we designed and installed this beautiful pavilion over locomotive number 9, and then with the addition of this rolling stock, we actually have a good representation of what was actually rolling over Boreas Pass historically. You would see the rotary, a tender, a locomotive, a tender, sometimes another locomotive or two, and then some box cars. So now we're getting a really good historic representation of the train that was coming over Boreas Pass. The next stage in the park occurred because kids were climbing on the rolling stock, and in order to protect it, the Breckenridge Town Council asked us to design and install a railroad-themed playground where the kids could run and play on railroad equipment here at the Rotary Snowplow Park. So in all, it was a team effort. The town council idea and funding, which was based on bringing guests here other than skiers, spearheaded by Breck History and Larissa O'Neill, designers like me designing the park, and contractors like Tony Harris making the project happen on the ground. The trestle that is located between Main Street Station and the village is actually the original trestle that the railroad would have run over on its way from Boreas Pass to the west side of town in Breckenridge. It's a cool little park that I love to see visitors enjoying at their time in Breckenridge.